by relabeling their product and not doing anything to what is inside their can. It's really questioning that kind of industry and how they make their product.
Is Pharos kind of the clearinghouse for this whole new industry of paint?
I think Pharos is going to replace Lead, I believe. I'm sorry, Lead, but...
I don't believe so.
Well, maybe they'll be arm in arm, because Lead is very big, but it doesn't mean anything. It really doesn't.
I think what is more important than what you said there is really to develop more indoor air testing equipment and criteria. If you want to look at it from a healthy aspect, what do you put on your walls? How healthy is it? Yeah. Then there comes the issue of transportation, origin, and so on and so on. Yeah? But primarily, the first aspect should always be the human health. How healthy is the product that I'm going to, or how little health damaging is the product that I put on my walls? What toxins are emitted in the air? Then I think nobody really addresses that as much as we do. We say the product needs to be should not have harmful emissions.
Many years ago, I used to think that regulatory agencies were good and were for the benefit of the many. I don't think that anymore. I don't see that anymore. I think the more regulated stuff becomes, the more tyranny is really involved in huge financing and global financing and ill will, really, to just make money, and greed is behind a lot of regulation. So I think that not everything that's regulated is for our betterment. Just like bailing out the banks for $700 billion is not necessarily for the best of the economy. It's just simply for the banks.
That is the situation. There was a lack of regulation.
Yeah, okay, in that situation, yes, that's correct. But I think that, for example, the EPA has said that carbon is toxic. Well, we're made of carbon. Yeah. We're made of carbon. Carbon dioxide is toxic. And the reality is that there's a whole attempt to take over life on Earth. When you have the head of J.P. Morgan Chase in the derivatives market, architect, who, by the way, was a woman, or is a woman, come together with some of the architects of Enron and Al Gore and create a carbon credit system on something that is non-toxic, that is now deemed toxic, and now they're going to regulate the inside of your dwellings, okay, and come into our personal lives. You have havoc in a system. So I'm an environmental advocate. I'm for exactly what you're talking about, but we have to be very mindful of details. The devil and the light are in the details. And the devil and the light are also in paint and in food and in drugs and in everything. And so it's really about separating the wheat from the chaff. What are we really doing? So I really want to thank you for being on the show, and I wanted to ask you if there's anything else you'd like to say.
Thank you for being there, Kim, and doing all this, for sure. Incredible work that you're doing.
Thank you. It's so good to know that you exist and that you're there. I'm so glad that people listening to It's Rainmaking Time can find out about you. If my company, the Rainmaking Company, can ever assist you, please let us know. Ladies and gentlemen, we have been talking to, listening to, and learning from Amrita and Rudolf Reitz, and they are the owners of Bioshield Paint. You can reach them at bioshieldpaint.com. They produce healthy living paint, and we should be part of this evolution and this transformation in the paint industry. Rudolf, is there anything else you'd like to say?
Well, I think that we need, in order to determine what to do and what not to do, we cannot go with the flow. We cannot learn from TV, or we cannot think in the direction that everybody else thinks. We need to get outside of the general thinking process and look at things with like a fresh eye, and that's how changes happen, not by following what everybody else does.
We really appreciate you being on. Thank you both for being here.
Thank
you very much. Have a nice day.
And let me know if you ever need a rainmaker.
Always.